Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Shane. So today's a pretty special day in my life, I guess. It's been exactly 3 years since I lost my left leg below the knee, and I just wanted to talk about like the process and what's changed, what's in the future. You know, um, the weirdest part about it is you can't really Google, you know, growth or like how someone heals from an amputation. Each individual is different, so take this as you will. Everyone is completely different. I've talked to people that they didn't get fitted for their prosthetic, so they didn't actually get their socket till close to like 2 years in, just from discomfort, muscle issues, stuff like that, atrophy. I was really lucky. I got fitted at 5 weeks, which is crazy because I had 31 staples and like 20 stitches, and they all had to come out naturally, which was pretty wild. I felt like that would hurt really bad. I thought that'd be like the most painful part. I had an amazing surgeon, a vascular surgeon in Richmond, Virginia. He retired, unfortunately. Dr. Benz, he was the man. He knew my mother pretty well, so my mom, as soon as she found out what was happening, she told me to give him a call, and called him up and talked to him, and his nurse practitioner came in and pretty much explained everything. The process, where they're going to cut, look for healthy tissue, stuff like that. So it's pretty nerve-wracking going into surgery, not really knowing like how much of my leg am I going to have, like what's the process. I stupidly watched a YouTube video of amputation, and I have the weakest, like, not gag reflex, but I was so grossed out, and I just was like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But it definitely beats, sitting in a wheelchair and having an infection attack at your leg continuously. I woke up and I actually felt okay. All the pain medicine. They gave me some extra pain medicine when I woke up, and I could move my leg up and down. Hands down, the most painful part was when they pulled the little drainage thing in my leg so I wouldn't get a blood clot. And it was maybe all of like half an inch maybe. And my surgeon said, breathe in, hold your breath, and this is gonna hurt. And man, it hurt so bad. I was like, nothing else compared to it. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries. I've eaten it so bad, snowboarding, mountain biking, BMXing, stuff like that. And it was painful, but thankfully, like after that, I really I just healed well. I listened to the doctors. I had like a really high protein diet. Every couple days I went to the doctor. They checked everything out, a couple staples here, a couple staples there. And then it, began the journey, I guess. I got fitted for my first prosthetic. I went to Hanger Clinic, and they did an initial socket, and I was supposed to come back in a week. And I came back in a week, and I was so, I had shrunken so much just from like the surgery and all the fluid and stuff, that I had to get another test fit socket. And I was like, man, this is wild, my processist was like, I haven't really seen that before. And he's been there like 20 years, so he's seen a lot of different cases. I got my first leg, started walking slowly. Those of you that know me, I love being outside. I love like skateboarding, BMX, mountain biking, snowboarding. And mind you, this is all through 2020, 2021. So COVID, everyone's staying inside. I was going crazy mentally. I couldn't take it. My wife would get off of work and she'd call me and just be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just driving out in the middle of nowhere just to get out, just to get some sunlight, some fresh air, because I was just stir crazy. Had a couple bumps along the way. I've had some weird blisters on my stump. It's kind of prevented me from walking sometimes. But thankfully, like, having a great prosthetist, he's truly there. I mean, like, I have his personal number, and I could text him at 8 o'clock at night. Just like 2 weeks ago, actually, one of these sock liners had gotten stuck inside the pin, the locking mechanism, and I couldn't get my leg off, and I was freaking out. Like, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. They're gonna have to cut my prosthetic off, which would suck, because then, like, you know, this is my only leg, so if it's cut off, I have no way of walking around. It's back to crutches, which sucks. And if you're an amputee, you know crutches suck. Was able to get that taken care of, and I guess just what I'm really trying to get to is, sometimes, you know, like, life isn't fair. We end up putting ourselves into predicaments that we feel we can't get out of. And I just challenge you guys to, like, push through the discomfort. Really just set a goal, even if it's small. I've been reading a lot of, like, self-help books, ways to be successful. A lot of people have found that if you wake up earlier in the day, like 5:30, 6 a.m., you're more successful than someone that wakes up at like 8 or 9, just because you have more daytime. By the time you've had, like, breakfast and coffee and you get your, like, morning routine done, people are starting to wake up, so you have 2 hours on them. But you can't just go from waking up at 8 and waking up at 5. You're not going to be successful doing that. You know, you have to set small steps. You know, instead of waking up at 8, wake up at 7:45 and 7:30, 7 o'clock. Just slowly bring it back until you're where you want to be. I really suck at running. I've noticed that. I got that running blade. Thanks so much to Challenge Athletes Foundation. And I fell so hard. But I'm not going to let that deter me from what I want to do. I really would like to run a 5K. I think that would be really neat, and I need to really just get into it and do it every day. But right now, you know, like, it is 77 degrees. I'm wearing my prosthesis with my liner, so, like, to me it feels like 90, and I'm out here cutting 4.5 acres with a push mower. Does it suck? Yes. But it needs to get done, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get myself in better shape. I'm gonna build my muscles back up in my thighs and just be a stronger, better person. So I really just challenge you guys, you know, if there's something that you've been wanting to do, do it. You know, 2020, I had 6 leg surgeries below my knees. I really hated 2020 with a passion. I hated myself. I hated the journey I was in. I hated just everything. I was so angry at myself. I was so angry at life. But my mom's always said, you know, someone always has it worse, and you don't really have to look too much further to see it. I remember one day I was just having a really bad day, and I was sitting somewhere. It was I think it was like Chick-fil-A or something. I was just sitting down eating a meal, and like one table over was this girl. She was about 7 years old, and she had cancer, and she had the brightest smile on her face, and she was happy, and she was loved. And it really just makes you show, it's like, man, I'm complaining about something so small, but, like, has such little impact on my life. I still wake up, I still get dressed, I still walk around, I can still go, like, swim, I can run. And, like, you know, this poor girl, she might not wake up tomorrow, you know? And that's just really sad, and it sucks. So just always remember, like, you may be in a tough situation, and it may be hard, but, like, there's people around you that love you and care about you. And I really noticed that through my journey of this, and just the people that have come out of their way to help me. I'm really thankful for my family, my wife's family. They've been so loving and kind and helpful, and it really just makes things easier, and I'm thankful for it. But just, you know, challenge yourself, do something new every day, put yourself in a difficult situation and get yourself out of it. Challenge yourself to continuously grow. If you sit still, you'll never grow. And the thing about life is you can't sit still. You have to be always growing and always learning and wanting the next thing, you know. Definitely just this past year, man, inflation, all this stupid crap, you know, gas being so expensive, food being expensive. Our paychecks don't go up, you know, that's for sure. But everything else is going up. So it challenges us all to just figure things out, make them happen, be better people. I saw a Facebook post the other day where there was a homeless person sitting outside of a substation, and they had asked someone for a sub and a drink, and the person said, no way. Kind of made me really feel bad about that, just because, you know, he's asking for food and water. Why shouldn't we help him, you know? It's different, you know, if you get the, you know, the bum person that's asking for money and you offer them food and they say no because they want to go buy cigarettes or beer or something, you know. But you got to realize they're fighting a mental battle that we know nothing about. So if you see someone that's hurting, you know, say hi, talk to them, greet them, ask them how their day's going. You know, if they're hungry, if you can afford, you know, go get a 6-inch sub, get them a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Buy them a case of water, you know. Be polite, be kind to everyone. It's a short life. I feel like this whole post has just been really back and forth and ranty and this and that, but I'm just wanting to say, like, don't sell yourself short. You can do amazing things. You're so capable of. The mind is our strongest muscle, and it will defeat us every time if we let it. You just have to continue to push forward and do better. Don't be afraid to, as I said, if you fail, get back up, do it again. Don't ever stop. Just be consistent with that. Never stop trying. I'm thankful for every one of you guys that have subscribed. Feel free to comment, like, share. I'd like to grow this channel more. I'd like to do cooler things. I don't really know what that is. I'd like to be better at taking videos. I really suck at that. I need to get some sort of process going. I need to challenge myself to do that as well. But I just hit 101 subscribers, so I'm so thankful for that. Thank you guys so much. I really am appreciative of that. It's crazy that 101 people want to listen to my story. But just thank you guys. I'm going to let y'all go. Have a safe and wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.